positioning the group as a self-help organisation with workshops and classes on empowerment. NXIVM went on to amass 18,000 followers across North America until 2017, when NXIVM members came forward exposing the abusive practices of a secret society within the group. I was going to start with one called NXIVM.
That sounds good.
NXIVM, but it's spelled NXIVM.
Nice.
Yeah.
Classic.
It was started by a guy called Keith. Nothing wrong with the name Keith, but
humble beginnings.
yeah, Keith Ranieri.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
He saved it.
Started off a bit normal.
Yeah, Ranieri.
I've never heard such an English and then such a Italian name combined into one name. Keith Ranieri.
I just a quick.
It's like fucking
no wonder
John
started a cult.
Lorenzo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This, I mean, honestly, no disrespect to anyone called Keith. Okay,
Gary
but
Gomez.
I cannot. So Dan, you have two children, right?
Yeah.
How do you? I know you've got two girls, but how do you look at a newborn and go, Keith?
Yeah.
How does that work? Do you know what I mean?
Well, my daughter that's called Keith. It's not gone down well. There's a bit of backlash now she's older. I know what you mean. It's like I always think, those sort of names for a baby.
Yeah, like Barry.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think it's dependent on the second name as well. Like, if it's Smith. And it's just Keith Smith. It looks like Keith Smith. But if your second name's Ranieri, at least go a little bit...
exotic.
Yeah, like Claudio Ranieri,
Yeah, beautiful.
But who's sitting... Are there any babies in 2020, 2021 called Barry or Keith?
I think it's dying out.
Who's named...
Gary, those sort of things. They do die out, don't they?
But the thing is, if you do call your child that in 15 years at school, the name Keith won't even exist, and they'll be like,
it'd be cool.
They'll be like, they'll have the
indie,
and then all the the Billies and that. There's loads of them. They become the new Keiths.
So
if you do call your son Keith, they'll be like, where's that? Is that is that an Italian name? Because there'll be none. No one will know.
Keith Ranieri.
Yeah, they'll be like Keith Ranieri. He's
But I always think you got to look at a little baby when it's an adult name. It's quite funny, isn't it?
Yeah, I just think I can't see it. Keith, you got Keith, Kevin, Barry, just all them. Oh man,
because we might be getting a new Chihuahua soon, and
you're gonna call it Keith.
I'm gonna call it Brenda. Yeah,
nice.
Just gonna go for it because I just think no one calls their dog Brenda, do they?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go for it.
Nice,
little Brenda.
Bonnie and Brenda.
Bonnie and Brenda.
See that kind of
it does roll off the tongue.
Yeah. I just think, and no one else. If I shout Brenda down the beach, it's not like 10 dogs are going to come running over.
It's very
just a load of nans. Yeah, or nobody. Because just no one's called Brenda. Yeah.
Oh man,
Brenda.
Fucking hell. But everyone out there, if you're expecting, just give it a solid thought as to what you're calling your kids, please.
Keith.
No more Keiths, please. This Keith Ranieri, he started NXIVM. I'll give him this much: the name of the cult is cool. In 1998, positioning the group as a self-help organisation with workshops and classes on empowerment. NXIVM went on to amass 18,000 followers across North America until 2017, when NXIVM members came forward exposing the abusive practices of a secret society within the group. Women were recruited under the false pretense that they were joining a sisterhood of sorts, but it ended up being a sex cult. A pyramid scheme existed within the group. This is literally like a sex Avon, right? Absolutely insane.
Avon through the mud.
Sorry. Yeah, a pyramid scheme existed within the group with Ranieri, who members called Vanguard, get to name yourself, at the top, Masters, who recruited other women to the secretive group, and at the bottom were the newest recruits, who were referred to as slaves.
Nice.
Wow.
A former member said that in order to be admitted to the secret club, she had to give her master naked photos and other compromising documents that would be used as blackmail if she ever told anyone about the group's existence. She was told that another part of the initiation process was getting a small tattoo, but instead of a tattoo, they were actually branded. I believe that this cult. There was an actress on Smallville, the Superman series on Channel 4, and it turns out she was actually part of it. She's got that brand.
Shit brand.
Yeah. It's not quite the APMA logo, is it? You know what
I mean?
Get your branding spot on first. Yeah. And then,
so that includes Ranieri's initials, apparently. So it must be a K and an R. Right above the pelvic area.
Do you reckon he was Keith with a V in there? Do you reckon he chucked a little like Neff? Like, what's it called?
NXIVM. Yeah, I think they replace like E's and A's and stuff with X.
So he's Keith.
What was the initial? What's the initial attraction
of him?
With him, what did he have? Yeah. Did he have any money? Did he?
I don't know. I think he just amassed a big following because he was just like, we're going to make you better and all the rest of it.
He just preyed on the weak sort of thing.
Well, I think this is something we'll discover today. I think that's kind of a running theme. Like with cults and stuff, they often, they're vulnerable, lost people looking to belong, and they just get inducted into these fucking crazy ass stuff. But apparently each woman was instructed to say, "Master, please brand me. It would be an honor." Fucking branded. It's one thing to be tattooed. Fucking branded. In 2020, Ranieri was tried in court, where more than a dozen women came forward with statements regarding his psychological and sexual abuse. He was convicted of many crimes, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and child pornography. He was a pedo. Victims were as young as 15 years old. Ranieri was sentenced to life in prison, but in court filing in September, his lawyers wrote, he is not sorry for his conduct or his choices. In October, the docuseries Seduced Inside the NXIVM Cult premiered on Starz, documenting the stories and experiences of former members and exposing Ranieri's abusive, manipulative practices. This is a lot of cults. So we'll get into all different ones, but this is like in a nutshell. Just they just manipulate people.
So we had 18,000 people involved in this. That's fucking crazy.
Across the whole of North America.
Yeah, that is mental.
Which is absolutely crazy. This one was like heavy, like sex cult. You know what I mean?
Was it that obviously the 18,000 people wouldn't have known that the initial bit of it would have been like, say, the workshops and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
As it got further up the ladder, it went a bit darker.
Yeah. So it says here that NXIVM drew upon a 12-point mission statement, which participants recited during classes, pledging to purge themselves of all parasites and envy-based habits. So to enroll others and to ethically control as much of the money, wealth and resources of the world as possible within my successive plan. So it's basically just to kind of make yourself better, but you had to pay $7,500 to be in. That's another thing. They take a lot of your money. There's relationship help, but there's all sorts of weird modules. Like there is actually a module within this cult program on Dracula and ghouls. So there's lots of really weird shit.
It's a red flag, that.
Yeah. In this cult.
I always find with these cults is a lot of what they preach, all the stuff they preach and stuff to get in. They're doing exactly the opposite at the top.
Yeah.
The leader, you know what I mean? It's usually
absolutely.
Everything I'm doing, we preach not to do.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And it was American actress Alison Mack. That is the one from Smallville. She pleaded guilty to racketeering charges in April 2019 because of this cult.
Oh shit! What? So she was in Smallville.
Yeah,
she was in the cult.
Yeah. It's crazy. There's one I think I asked you to look into, didn't I? Which we'll do in a bit. Obviously, we've all heard of Scientology. I don't know if that's disrespectful because Scientology is a religion, not a cult, but it's definitely a cult. But that's that. You got like Tom Cruise and stuff. I mean, they do literally send like people in Men in Black like after you and like fucking snipers and shit. But it's in America. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Bye.